Who are shining the light on Main Street problems and trying to fix them. Today, more efforts to try to get those AIG emails made public, the ones that the Treasury Secretary is keeping secret. The Fed tried to hide $80 billion in a taxpayer bailout. This is just from the little bit that we have seen. It's, of course, part of a bigger transparency push led by the man we're about to speak with, top Republican member of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, Congressman Darrell Issa. Congressman Issa, it's a pleasure to have you back with us. I'd love to get your response to Ed Towns' decision to subpoena all correspondence between AIG and their counterparties.
Well, Dylan, I'd first like to thank you for the work you did yesterday and today, which I think helps lead to those kinds of decisions, because the administration has encouraged people not to do discovery here. And certainly even the SIGTARP was told not to share documents with us that they already had. So Chairman Towns' decision to go along with this effort really has a lot to do with the media shedding light on it. We're very pleased. Obviously, we want to get to the bottom of why the American people were not protected, nor was transparency observed. Even though it was under the last administration, it still is something we need to make sure it's changed, and changed for good.
Where has been the greatest resistance to revealing to you, to myself, to anybody, to everybody in America, the email traffic at AIG, not just at the moment of the bailout, but over the past 10 years?
Well, it's very clear that a lot has to do with the general secrecy of the Fed. This is something that Ron Paul and other members of Congress have complained about for years, that this entity can put trillions of dollars of American taxpayer money at risk, and they do so with a considerable amount of secrecy. In this case, they very definitely crossed the line by telling AIG not to disclose, AIG being a less secretive, a public company, and of course a company that you and I now own 80% of as a result of our hundreds of billions of dollars that we've poured into it.
Yeah, but last question to you. What can viewers do, people who obviously don't serve in Congress, they don't have a cable show, but they have the same conversations you and I are having and feel helpless? It's almost like the more they learn about it, the more frustrated they become because they don't feel like they can do anything about it. What can folks do to help you get more information?
The most important thing, quite frankly, is to write to their congressman, Republican or Democrat, because with Republicans, it emboldens them to do more. With Democrats, it makes it clear that transparency is not just a campaign slogan. It's something that we have to be held to, that right now we're not being held to.
Understood. Representative Issa, thank you so much for your efforts just to get us more information. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right.